Hey guys, and welcome back to our Shattered World Mega Campaign observation with me, NG Paradox. Now in the last part, the Empire of Hispania rose up from the Germanic conquerors of Iberia. They formed their own empire. It's a pretty crazy situation. They'll probably eat up the rest of Iberia. Will they also eat up the whole of Italy? Maybe attack Jerusalem and Mali? Take over the whole kind of southwest and the sort of Mediterranean area over here? That's definitely a possibility. But that Germany might have something to say about it. Germany's doing quite well as well. But there's many more nations around the world ready to maybe try and take up arms against them. Of course, we still have the Mongol Empire to come. And it is set on random. I wanted the Shattered World to kind of be really random. So I made sure that the Sajic Empire have come back. The Sajic Empire just conquered the Sistan. Sistan, why? How? What happened? Can I find... Are they alive? I don't think they're alive. They might actually be dead. Let's have a quick look at the title. We'll look at this and go de jure. Sistan. There is no longer a Sistan. It's been completely removed from the map. And the Sajic Empire have got revenge, I guess, for the collapse of their previously great empire, Padishan Kutalmis the Great. And what a good job he's done. I mean, you can't really argue against his name, can you? Then again, was it actually him or was it his other family member? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there was someone else in charge a second ago. Then they died and he took over. But still, you know, he's reigning over the lands. He's kind of brought glory back to the Sajics. I'm kind of surprised. I thought that was the end for them. But yes, I wanted this to be as random as possible, having the Shattered World. So I did put, like, all the different things onto random. So we could, you know, the Mongols might come at any point in time, really, from now on. So that could be, we saw that last time. They were a massive problem for some major nations in the world. And completely changed the landscape in our last... not Shattered World, our last observation mega campaign into EU4. But will they make a big impact here? We'll have to wait and see. Look at the sigil. Look at the lovely little sigil. Looks pretty nice. It looks nice with the dragons on it, actually. It suits you. It's funny that he believes in the old Germanic faith. It's kind of fun to see that he's kind of the heretic of his nation, even though he's the strongest. The Sword of the Blessed Virgin. Huh. The Sword of the Blessed Virgin. Was his mother a virgin? Was that why? Huh. She had no parents. Which is interesting. Or she had no father. So her mother was a virgin? He's the grandson of a virgin birth, maybe? No wonder. What a story to be told. What a story. Denmark's still kind of going on with what they've got. Taking bits here and there. A bit of a mess still. The Hede family. They lost their lands to Germany. Being kicked out most of the kind of the normal Central Europe. Who was actually the leader of the faith? It was Denmark. Denmark reformed the faith. Falkir Porgil Hede. So there you go. He's got a bit of sympathy though for Christianity. Yes, he does. Huh. Okay, well, fine. I don't know how that'll go for him. Hispania now controls basically all of Wales, has Devon, York. The English king is going to have to try and take that back, but he's fighting against the Germans. He's trying to take back Dorset, and currently he's winning with 22%. Germany's trying to fight them. 10,000 men here in England. Remember, these are all Germanics as well. He's of the new faith, the Reformed. But the king of Germany is of the old faith. So you got this kind of division of the old faith and of the new. His heir, though, is the king of Austrasia. So that's something to keep in mind as well. That could be inherited by him. But he believes in the new Germanic faith. Ha! I'm sure there's been a lot of arguments with the Abonids over the last few years. Mali? Oh, God. Oh, God. Is that... Oh, my. Defending... all the conquest. Yep, they've kind of strayed a bit too far from home, and Mali has been attacked by everyone. This is not good. 5,000 men, which is an adequate amount of men, but not to defeat all of these. I would keep an eye on that, but I just think it's going to be a mess with the amount of armies she's fighting against. I really wish in EU4 had a bit of a system like in... I wish Seeker 2 had a system like EU4. In EU4, you could click on the nation and see only what they see and stuff. It's really nicely done. Observation in Europa Universalis 4 is really nice, but in CK2, it has a lot to be desired. Hispania, they're doing very well in northern Italy. Bavaria, you've been kind of kicked out. Oh no, you moved the capital up here. Okay, the Redwan family. Yeah, always remember that name. Old Germanic. Yeah, the Bavarians. Slavic faith they used to be, but they've seen the light. The Germanic faith they can see is obviously expanding, doing very well. It's the new order. Those ideas of Jesus and stuff are just ridiculous. The new order is the Germanic faith. Odin, preserve us. Austrasia controls Scotland right now. So if he gets Germany as well, that will all connect once again. Don't think they've got it yet. How's the war going? Ooh, it's 0. Conquest of Ooh. Wait, so they were fighting for Dorset. Which one was Dorset again? It's around here, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's this one. So they did get Dorset back. But now they're attacking for this against Germany. Is that a different war? Was Germany attacking them for Dorset? I don't... maybe I read that incorrectly. But he's got 9,000 men. The Rickfrieden family. The Abonids no longer control these lands, yeah. Adalbert usurped the title. See, these Germanic people, they're so unstable. This is what I was just about to say. Look at this. That their inheritance is always Gavelkind. Now, they've reformed now, so it could change. But it always leads to chaos. And they're always invading each other. You know, in the Germanic faith, it seems, might equals right. So they're constantly invading each other and taking the lands. We've got Abonid here. And Abonid here. So the Abonids are definitely the new kind of Charlemagnes in this world. Hispania, are they finishing off the rest of the people? Yeah, Hispania revolt. They've got most of it. These guys are left. Oh no, Duke Azerbaijan. The Waldensians are back to the top Christian faith. What just happened over here? Aquitaine has been freed from Mali. What is this? So, looks like, did she die? She did die. And so Aquitaine was given to this guy. He only has Aquitaine, the Sultan of Aquitaine, Manzayama Bakrid. He's a bit brawny. His heir has Asturias. They have Asturias? Okay. Is that like this area over here? That's how this looks. So Mali is... Okay, Asturias is here. Is that all that you have? Yes. Okay, so Asturias has moved down to Western Africa, as you'd expect. Aquitaine's capital is also down here, but he controls Aquitaine. And Mali is controlled by this young girl of the actual dynasty. So, a bit of a mess with that whole situation. Sicily, though, continues the march on. King Sciarra the Tormentor, still the same family. I think it's actually always been in this family. Agnatic Gavelkind, I mean, that's pretty impressive. They're getting pieces here and there. Hispania now controls, like, Thrace? Yeah, Thrace, they've got Constantinople. What just happened? Hispania, what are you doing? Duke Rafa the Dragon. I think he... Nope, Beja. Maybe didn't conquer that. Kingdom of Barcelona and Mauritania. Huh. And yeah, Jerusalem. I always forget that. Hispania is a beast. Look at this. He's really taken over the Mediterranean, yeah. Well, in fact, he's taken over all the sea. He can't get away from his Germanic, old life. He's a Saxon, actually, culturally, still. But they're taking, lands up here, lands over here. Anything by the sea is in danger. Has he got anything? Is he controlling India? No, he doesn't control India. We should probably look what's going on in India. Karnat is still doing as it Yumnias. Bihar as well. Punjab. It looks kind of the same as we've expected. Zhangzhung. Amdo up here. Amdo has got a bit of a revolt, it seems. The Western Protectorate. Looking pretty nice and big. He actually controls this land himself. So the Protector General actually controls a decent amount of land himself. The kingdom up here doing well. The Sajic Empire, the Sistans have escaped. Yes. Caliph. Oh, it's a Caliph? It's the Shia. Okay, so they kind of jumped on to the old kingdom of Sistan. And though they're not of that dynasty, of the old Sistan dynasty, or of their culture, or anything like, or their religion, or anything like that, they're taking on the mantles away, I guess, to revolt against the Sajic Empire and push the Shia. Quick, attractive, of course he is. Bahadir Kostid. What could this mean? Could this be the start of the Shia? Because the Shia don't really have any hold anywhere. And then again, neither do the Sunnis, really. They've got a little bit. Got a bit of Lollard down there, starting in Sicily. Nubia, Abyssinia looks the same. Jerusalem's got Arabia to bend the knee. Well, Jerusalem's always been a fun one to follow. I like these nations that have been able to survive until now. Syria over here. Paulesian. Okay, so it's got the Orthodox faith. Anatolia. Who controls this, actually? What family? So that was the family that used to control Thrace. And they still have Bulgaria, but he's still Jewish. So there we go. But he's really now is Bulgaria, actually, yeah. Sadly, he kind of lost all the other lands. He's got a bit over here still, but he's now really just Bulgaria, which is kind of a shame. Paphlagonia is still going on, though it's everywhere. The Black Sea Duchess, I guess. The Duchess of the Black Sea, we'll call her. Georgia. Now, some people said last time this is called Georgia, like the state. Now, the reason I didn't think it was Georgia, because I remember I did this before whenever I've done many games. My pronunciation's always terrible at different places, and I used to always call it Georgia. Oh, no, I used to always call it Georgia. Sorry, there. I'm getting myself mixed. I used to always call it Georgia, and people would tell me, no, it's not Georgia, that's the state in America. So I always got confused, like, oh, so you got to pronounce it specifically like Georgia. That's what I assume, but then people have been telling me in the last video that is not correct. It's actually Georgia. I have no idea what to believe anymore, guys. I have no idea. So please, if you do know, please tell me, so I know what to say in the future. Ryazan, the Lubeck family. So the Slavic faith, still doing really well. They're not really much in power, but they're still doing well. They've still got a lot of land. It's not reformed. It's still pagan. Lithuania is controlled by Slavic. We saw this family last time. The little green deer. Like the color with the deer. Poland is controlled from up here now. So Poland's more Russia now than anything. King Frigiz, Radomich. War to revoke that. Plesian Polish subjugation war. Ooh. He better win against that or you can get subjugated. Doesn't want that. Denmark. Maybe trying to unite Scandinavia possibly. Norway. Ooh, the Gortzes still have it. Still doing a good job. So we've got the Gortzes and we've got the Falkir. Where's the capital of Denmark? The Hede family, yeah. The Falkine, son of Fenrir. Ooh, okay. But yeah, so we've got the Hedes and the Gorts. They're kind of fighting it out in Scandinavia. The Joms Vikings are back underneath Denmark. Denmark has got really a big stronghold down here. That is a nice... I like the banner. I like that little banner. It looks really nice like that. German Revolt. League Independence War. No, Germany. Germany done so well up until now. They can't fall to this. Yep, still led by the Abonids. Nothing's changed since we were last here. I know I'm not going at full speed, but that's because so much is changing all the time. Look at Hispania. They almost have conquered the whole of Iberia. What? Aquitane's still Aquitaine, apparently. Ah, well, there you go. Looks like they might keep Aquitaine. What will that lead to? I have no idea. They control Brittany up here. Austrasia still controls kind of Scotland, but England have now come in to take that. They took some more land. They took Suffolk from Germany, it looks like. Yeah, England's trying to fight to keep its lands. But it's very difficult. Germany is now actually led from England. I can't imagine that the locals are going to be happy about that. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Led by the German locals aren't going to be happy. No wonder they're revolting. They feel the Abonids have left them. They've left them. Oh, I thought then it changed. Yeah, Abonid's still over here. He's old Germanic. If we could just see them convert everyone, it'd be nice. Germanic? Well, that's always been Germanic, isn't it, normally? Germanic here. It's such a mess. Cathar, though, up north. Germanic, though. Ooh, Germanic faith. Iberia. I'm looking forward to see if they can actually fix this. I'm looking forward to see if they can actually get, like, converting these to all Germanic. I'm looking forward to seeing if that's going to be possible. Are you guys Lollard? Yes, they are Lollards. So the main Catholic ruler is Lollard. Well, the main Catholic. King Angelo of Sardinia and Corsica. Mostly Corsica, I think. Same family as Sicily. Yeah. Both Italian. Both stupid in different ways. This guy is an imbecile, and this guy is slow. So both stupid, but in slightly different ways. I'm not sure. You know, there you go. How does that happen? Guess it's just genes, I guess, in this situation. We got little Fars over here. Murphysite. Lots of Christians over here, really, aren't there? Nubia still got land here. Yep, the Sajic Empire. Sistano's still independent. Shia, they starting to convert them now? Yeah. I find when the Shia take over, they seem to be able to convert people really quickly. It's never too difficult for them to do that. Pillars going. Okay, we'll put things on a faster speed. How's the Emperor? The Zhao Empire. House Hu Ho. Still the same golden age. They're open. He loves concubines, but he dislikes wealth. Yeah. Is that the same guy from I feel that's the same guy from last time. We got, you know, towers. Towers seem to be getting everywhere sometimes. They don't seem to last very long, do they? Yeah. They always end up disappearing. We always forget about them, where they were, how they did. I feel like Hispania's grown a bit here in Greece. Maybe just a little bit. Croatia, though, is still surviving. Was this Serbia? It is. Little Serbia has actually survived this day and age. I did not realize that. The Vukasin family, Croatian, Slavic, and Croatia, they're Croatian. Still the Frisian family, they've been around for a long time. Good to see them continuing on. Volnia. Who leads this? Medveski. It's a dwarf apparently leading them. Most of these guys over here seem to rise and fall, but Poland, Lithuania, still just going on. Who's your husband? Okay, that's fine. Fine by me. Okay, so Germany seems to have been eaten by France, but there's still a German revolt. Let's have a quick look. You controlled, yeah. He is the Kingdom of Germany. King Prowulfa Abonid. His heir is Austrasia, so it could still all come together at any point. Could still all come together. How is that rebellion? Where, out of all the wars? Okay, these are all just kind of raids and stuff. Which one's the war then? There we go. This one's the Revolt League Independence. 8% for the revolt, but it seems to be going down. Can we see? It's very hard to take these tribes seriously, because it's hard to know where their armies are, and which ones are their vassals, and which ones are the revolters, etc. Scotland is back. King Aldag Abonid. So an Abonid has taken the mantle of Scotland on his own. Leading from here. It's a bit of a mess, but you never... Who has... What's this? What the... What? An Irish state? Though he's Saxon and Germanic. Well, there you go. But the name of the county is at least Ireland, not some foreign place. So England has taken the coast here. Are there any Normans left? Normans there. We might see English appear, but with the Germanics controlling it, I don't know. I'm not sure if it still will. I think it has to be Normans. Mali controls that, but I don't think they'll have it for very long. Hispania at the moment is seeming unstoppable. Look at him go. The Sword of the Blessed Virgin. Still the Emperor. 34 years old. Store. Going down. Okay, Mali ate up Asturias. We've got Aquitaine though still. Castilian conquest. Jerusalem. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of understandable. It looks like a mess. From someone to the untrained eye, it looks like a mess, doesn't it? But we all know that it's far from a mess. This is very complicated political intrigue and feudal society just working. It's working. You know, that's how it works. They've moved the capital to the middle, which is kind of interesting. Which state? Which county is this? Ah, Toledo. good choice. I mean, you know, Spain, I know in the past, has chosen that as the capital. It's very central. So it's not a surprise. You know, Toledo seems like a place that makes sense. You know, if I remember correctly, Philip II, his capital was in Toledo. It's a place that makes sense. It's in the middle, you know, when you get the places in your country, you know, and he's got a lot of places far away. I guess Spain in this game is doing their colonization a bit earlier than expected, except for the colonies aren't in the New World. It's over here. I don't know how the Germanics are going to react to the natives of America. When they go to the New World, I have no idea how they're going to react to the natives. I don't know how they're going to deal with that situation. We got some hordes still. Hordes are still around. The Sajic Empire have beaten back Sistan. They're really going for it. They're taking back those glory days. Only like 100... It was only like 100 years ago when they were really big. 44,000 men. They got event-spawned troops? Did they get more? Wait. Can the Sajic Empire... Can the Sajics happen twice? Did they get more men? What happened here? Macran. Yeah, so you can trace your line back to when he used to control it. He died. Wow. Actually, it's interesting because the Sajics did not control their empire since he died, basically. So about 80 years ago, they lost complete control of the empire. Then they took it back, and they've reclaimed a lot of the land they lost. Must have been some event. Maybe when he took over, he got some extra men. King Kong has been forced to bend the knee. Who would dare force the King Kong to bend the knee? The Kunlu family. Of course, their brave tiger symbol shows the bravery that they have. How dare they? Eastern Defensive Pact against the Sajic Empire. Actually, are they bent the knee? Oh no. Imperial Tributary of the Western Protectorate. Oh, it changed. Okay, is Amdo the same? Yes. Well, the Chinese are really starting to stretch themselves out into Tibet, aren't they? Yeah, in his old age, 68 years old now. He's really starting to push himself out now that, you know, that they're happy in China. It was a bit more peaceful than it was a few years ago. A bit more prosperous. Hispania still controls Jerusalem. Syria, what happened to Syria? The Sajic Empire has come in. Trebizond is still surviving. Nope, this is not. This is Trebizond, yeah, the dragon. He's lost a lot. He lost his lands over here. He's lost a lot of it to the Sajic Empire as well. They're really just coming in and just bashing down doors, aren't they? If they get to Hispania, I would like to see that. We would definitely keep an eye on that war. More specifically if we could. How's Sicily doing? So many wars. It seems to be when someone makes a mistake, everyone jumps on it. Hispania currently having a bit of a civil war. What is this about? Peasant revolt and war against the tyranny of Ludger, the Sword of the Blessed Virgin. But he is currently sick. He might not be lasting very long. He's got those measles. Little poor measles. Okay, did they get independence? Some of them are independent. Gelre, Holland, so some of the Lords of North here. Thuringia. They seem to have gained a bit of independence. Franconia. Who controls Franconia? Babenberg. Sounds very good for the area. You know, sounds very area name stuff. But yes, Hispania took over this. Bavaria's looks like they've been pushed back. You know, you got Tyrone here. What's this about? The conquest. Okay, von Württemberg. He's actually a Catholic. A Catholic lord rising up against the Germanic faithful? How dare he? How dare you do such a thing? This is just despicable. Slavic is still pagan. I'm not sure we'll get to see that one reform, but we might end up with a lot of pagan religion by the end of CK2. Then again, they might just all convert to Germanic, which would be the safe bet. Trebizond control. Okay, we're gonna just go away from that. I don't want to look at that. I don't even want to look at it. Abonid's though still in power in Austrasia and in France. Wow, he's looking old. Depressed, wounded, a drunk. Wow, he's definitely been through the war. The Rick Frieden family. Trying to just take the reins of the British Isles. Hoping one day to bring it together. from Hispania. Ooh, is that Kingdom of Wales? That is King Cadwy of Wales. He's Welsh. He's Welsh culture, but Germanic faith. His father was Welsh as well, of Armuli. His father was probably from, yeah, Germanic background. Let's see how far it goes back then. Let's see, the Welsh kings, where did they come from? The first Welsh king we've seen, the Duchy of Gwynedd. Gwynedd as well. Okay, they've been here for a long time. They came from Helsingland. So they came from all the way up here. Okay, so they've come a long way in that time, and now one of their ancestors conquered a little bit of Wales, and now they rule Wales with an iron fist. No, maybe not an iron fist. It depends. What's he like? Oh, he's a baby. Okay, he's 11. Yeah, he's playful. Probably not an iron fist then. Probably not much of an iron fist there. Ooh, a little bit of problems going on here. Is he not able to control this? Okay, Hispania, you know, you get your act together, you know, you're having a bit of problems here, you know, you're getting a bit drunk on power. Just pull it back a bit. Just, you know, just think about what you're doing and try to sustain yourself for now. Yeah, Arabia. Arabia took out this time, which is nice. I did say I wanted them to take that, but they're currently under Jerusalem. If they could take this from Jerusalem. Actually, who leads Jerusalem? Still the same family, good for them. I like that, I'm happy. We've always said we like that. Hispania's definitely grown more and more in Greece. He wants the Mediterranean. It's pretty obvious. Well, or just all the sea lands, really. Sicily, though, is in his way, probably. He doesn't want to take on the might of Sicily. Anatolia! There we go. So, Despot Fear Pylos, the kings of former Bulgaria, the same dynasty, now control a kingdom of Anatolia. That's very nice. Okay, nice one. Actually goes from both the seas, connecting them there, and he just died. There we go. It's much better. I like it. Nice borders mostly, you know. They're connected by the sea, so I can accept that. Wallachia now control this and this. What are you guys doing? Okay, so the four, we can call this, guys, it's known as the 4 pillars of Wallachia. The 4 pillars of Wallachia. In the middle, you got bits of Poland and stuff, but between it, outside it, there is Wallachia. We got Lombardy appearing over here. Not the same family that used to control Italy. They're maybe gone. I don't know. What the? England? England? What happened? What's going on? Okay, this is madness right now. Austrasia is expanding. They're kind of stretching from up here down to here right now. Who controls it? The Abonids? Yep, still Abonids. France. Still the Abonid family. What about England then? Yet Rick Frieden, he took over this land apparently. What's going on? Denmark has expanded a bit. Holland, I think, has expanded. That's a nice little Holland right there. Germany's still here. Germany is actually still here. It's just very, very small. Well, if anyone wants to take land from Germany, now's the time. And England did. They took Norfolk. They just need to take out Hispania. They took Gwynedd. England's really going for their lands, aren't they? Austrasian-English de jure war over Nordgar. Norway? The Gorge, you've moved over to Scotland? And your Irish lands need to get near to them? Okay. Oh, Sapmi. I'm sorry, Sapmi. I've been ignoring you. The Roding family just growing in the north. Not a king yet. Not a king in the north just yet, but a duke. You know, he can grow. He can grow and prosper and, you know, multiply as we'd expect. But this is kind of fixing itself. This is much nicer. It was a massive mess here before, but Hispania and Anatolia seem to be fixing it. We've got Crete up here right now. Sicily, Jerusalem, Crete. This guy's independent, Jerusalem. Looking a bit nicer. Abyssinia, Nubia, kind of split. Nubia still has land. If they lost the lands up here, I'd be very happy. Because I can make do with this and this. Sajic Empire, Mafaza. Mafaza is, oh, that is the Sistan family. That was the former Sistan family, weren't they? There we go. So they're still surviving over here. Sistan is still alive. controlled by the Shia, though it's gone into India a little bit, but it's really not looking good for them. Not looking good at all. Where's the capital? Look at, wow, they've really just, yeah, they've come back. Didn't expect this, but I'm pleased to see it. Happy to see them come back a bit there. Going back over to the east, west. Oh, Cam. So we've got Zhang Zheng family taking over Cam. So we got King Kong. We got the Zhang Zheng family, which is confusing because this kingdom's called Zhang Zheng. And of course, we've got Amdo up here led by the Supi, all fighting over Tibet with kind of China, kind of keeping its wary eyes upon them, waiting for them to make mistakes. Any foreigners in India apart from Sistan? Nope, India's doing pretty well. Karnata's still kind of the big power, I would say, over here. Could make I mean, he could probably make an Empire tier title right now. I'm surprised he's not. We'll see. Maybe they could be the next one. Oh, Sistan! Did you just invade Arabia? So Sistan decided to escape and take over most of the Middle East from Arabia, which means they can spread the Shia faith. There you go. They're getting away from the Sajic Empire. Not spread much yet, but there's definitely a big possibility now of that happening. Okay. Oh, Vladimir. Is this a kingdom? No, it's not. High Chief Lev the Lion. He's like the name Vladimir, I guess. It's a nice name, you know, Vladimir. Okay. Come back to this mess. That's Hispania, yeah? That's Hispania revolt. War against the tyranny. Wait, wasn't there one like this before? So we got a new emperor, Weneki the Lionheart. So that was the brother? No. The monster. Then he died. He was slain in personal combat by the mayor of Brest. Well, there you go. And what happened to his... Did he have kids? He did. Severe injuries. Comatose in bed. How's it get inherited? Gavelkind, yeah. Oh dear. So then went back to this guy. That's why he's quite old. He's known as Weneki the Lionheart. He's got a sympathy for Christendom. He's a celibate. His son will inherit everything. Prince, named him after himself. Very humble. Very humble man indeed. Mali coming back. You know, they had a bit of a problem when they expanded out, but they look okay now. The Gurma family brought them back kind of to stability mostly. Oh my, Hispania. Hispania's taking over France. Austrasia, what are you doing? The claim on Austrasia. Aquitaine, you got guess. It's all falling apart. Look at this. Rick Frieden's. It's all, Aquitaine is completely fallen apart. There's no king of Aquitaine. The Mali just created a massive problem over here in Europe, and Hispania's just gobbling it all up. They're like, you know what? These are easy. These are easy to eat. Germany, you know, Austrasia, France. The Abonids are in trouble. Yeah, the Abonids are actually... This is the last one. England's no longer controlled by them. What about Scotland? Scotland could be, on the Isle of Man, the last refuge of the Abonid family after all these centuries. It's been so long. They were there from the beginning. They're the first one we really watched bloom and grow, and they're not looking so great. I mean, they could come back. We've seen much bigger things come back. Oh, Sind. Wait. Okay, so you've taken the title of the Kingdom of Sind as your main title. Okay, so still the same as Sistan as was before. Well, I mean, when I say before, I mean the Shia. Hispania have lost control over here, it looks like. The Sajic Empire. Jerusalem. Yeah, the Sajic Empire's conquered Jerusalem. With their Sunni... They're bringing back the Sunni faith, actually. That's a good point. They're bringing stability to the Sunni faith. So the Middle East might become Shia and Sunni once again. It almost completely disappeared, but they seem to be bringing it back. Austrasia's got back to stability, but is it already too late? Hispania's got here into Germany. Germany is gone. Yeah, Germany's gone. That was Holland as well. Pomerania's broken out from Denmark. Looks like some inheritance. The Gorts is there. That's of Denmark. What was Pomerania? Yeah, Hede. King Tyke Hede. Bit of a mess, but it's fine. I'm still like Lithuania. Have you reformed? It has! The Slavic faith has reformed, everyone. And that is where we're going to end, I think, the stream? They're going to end the video today. The Slavic faith has reformed. Who reformed it? Who did it? Is anyone going to own up? I mean, where are the sites? Who could have done that? Poland, I guess? Because Poland has, like, this. They have that, yeah? No, that's Lithuania. Okay, so Poland has one, Lithuania has one. We're going to have to just try and figure out this way. Okay, it's going to take me a second. We have down here, that's controlled by Poland. So 2 for Poland. I think Poland, yeah, they have Novgorod, don't they? So that should be it. Yes, so I think Poland did reform the faith. Well, congratulations, King Milos. Okay, so Slavic faith has been reformed. This is a massive thing. Slavic, Germanic faiths, all reformed now. What will the future hold? Oh my, look at the Germanic faith spread now. Now that it's reformed. Oh, dearie me. The British Isles, Germany, France, Iberia, it's all Germanic. There's the Lollards surviving. Are they the main faith now? They're still not the main faith just yet, but I think the Lollards might be the last one at the end of this. Yeah. If they can survive, I mean, from here, let's have a quick look at the ledger. I don't really use the ledger much. Actually, you know what? We're going to leave the ledger till next time. This video's already been quite long. We'll leave the ledger till next time. We'll have a quick look at the ledger a bit for the next video. We'll look at the religions and stuff. Hopefully I remember to do that. But yes, guys, have a good day, have a good night, have a good tomorrow, and of course a good morning. But yes, this is our world. It's things changed a lot the last 100 years. I did not think I expected some of these things to happen in the last 100 years, but I'm pleasantly surprised. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.